Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.
Dr. John Tambi, we are the chairman for Office of Presidential Infrastructure Initiative, na the Office of the President. There this morning, we can talk about the expansion of the Lungi Airport. But first, we talk about other projects them where they under in supervision, na the Presidential Infrastructure Initiative Office, na the Office of the President. Dr. Tambi, let we can now for like give you updates, because I remember the last time we will be hosting you and at the time we you can talk about the launching of the Lungi Bridge project. And from that time day to now, it don't take quite some time. We don't hear rumor of certain dates them where people be don't they say now the time where His Excellency they go launch the Lungi Bridge project. We don't even see Ashobi go on social media. I don't know how true is that. So waiting at the current update about the Lungi Bridge, when exactly this project will start.
Thank you. You know, Lungi Bridge, all money talk about Lungi Bridge. I will not see Wakaya, and I must bring that talk day. But make I tell you one thing. By the grace of God, before this year done, we go launch the Lungi Bridge.
This is November.
Yeah, before this year done. I'll be talking, say before the year done, we go do the airport. You do the airport tomorrow. So before this year done, we go do the Lungi Bridge. By the grace of God, I'm very confident. They were they go and talk, boku. They don't understand what they go on. But you don't go blame them because they want let this thing be. You didn't tell this country not get anything, all can come around. This is not a politics show. This is not for let this country go before. You see. It just be under President Malabio, it happened. So for anybody who talk about Lungi Bridge, we not to the president or me. You will not believe them. You see. A president in project, I made the work for the president. So if the president not talk about Lungi Bridge, I not talk about Lungi Bridge, and I not believe them. But at the same time, I not blame them people them what they talk about them because they want to see this country change. They want to see the bridge take place. Yes, the Tema Bikaya and Yiteo launched this study, which is about almost 1 year now. Okay, that was June 2019. Okay, don't forget say get coronavirus. COVID will affect all men of the world. But even with that, we move forward. So, like I say, before this year done, we will launch the Lungi Bridge. Or launch and we'll not look back. We will continue for Bila. By God's power, within 4 to 5 years, we'll go down.
You say before the year done, una go launch the Lungi Bridge and safe tomorrow una they launch the expansion of the Lungi International Airport. In all of this, somebody could wonder if all the agreements here wanna get to then different investors so don't go through Parliament as required by the 1991 Constitution.
Yes, first make I correct this thing about expansion. We not expand the airport. We build a new airport terminal. I will describe that later. But at the end of the day, you get a brand new airport in Lungi without moving. I will explain that. But now, before you go Parliament, if we don't do the agreement, you sign the agreement, then you can go Parliament for ratification. Okay? And now the process that according to the Constitution.
Then if Parliament frown at them, we now already don't sign up.
We not the grab no more, we go sign without we not talk to Parliament informally. They don't get the understanding of what we are doing. We not they work in a vacuum, you see.
So in all of this launching ceremony, we una the also una not go with the agreement in a Parliament, considering the fact that Parliament get different voices, political party them, the opposition party then did it. What if una go with the agreement here so na Parliament, the people's representatives say and say enough fit for the people who they represent and then kick against the agreement and say maybe some abnormality then they inside they wanna for go back and go into the agreement. Then now I don't already launch and the people they don't know say government they can't do this for we.
I pray to God say not going to happen because past you will not want to see this country better one go stand against development. We not go do something we will not say not go benefit the people them.
We don't they see usai issues then like that they come up and they take you back to the initial arrangement of the toll gates. Member of Parliament them they really stand tough on that decision there as of then because then we feel say good for the people of Sierra Leone.
But at the end of the day, we still get toll gate.
After negotiation.
So what do you mean you try to say? We know they work in a vacuum. We know they work by ourselves. We consult. And everywhere we go, Attorney General's office today, Ministry of Transport today, Ministry of Finance today, and we talk to people that we work in the Parliament. We don't only work with the MPs. So at the end of the day, everything we can go to them, it's not going to be a shock, it's not going to be a surprise. I think, except in the one this country for good before.
Doc, you just talk about consultation. In this airport project on the launch tomorrow, how well the two ministries them were involved, the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of Works, involved in the consultation? Because I understand, say, initial consultation not been there until this particular document gonna cabinet, where cabinet stand and down say, on a need for do proper consultation.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth. Before we start the project, make I explain to you now. With the office, President said to the office, the can't be telling us, so we get 26 projects then, where we cluster into 4. We go in a cabinet, ministers and deputies, they all be there, we present them. Then they accept and say, this is the project for the government, the strategic project for the government. So if anybody tell you, say, they not be know, and towards the end, they lie. Not the truth. And then moving forward, we'll be mixed with the relevant ministries, we talk to them. Not all things they get for no. Like I say, this is a new way of structuring project. But to meet with them, we get a committee, all mankind with their concerns, we put them together, we put them inside the contract, we go back and forth. This project for them take place from last year, December. But because of this back and forth, and consultation, they make them now able for go before.
So this paper not be ever standing down in a cabinet say una need for do consultation with the relevant.
Not at all. Not at all.
All right, Doc. The project will be no bottom from the last time we come here. Now that una get some feasibility study we una want for look at. Now that study they. Now, one way for determine within the engineering and financial implication we this kind of project gets. The studies, the visibility studies don't done. Now, sure, now that make would they go into now the launch of this project.
Okay, Rebecca explain. Like I say, the developer look at the project. We develop the concept. The project concept of the office. They look at the project. And based on the experience they then get in other country, this developer they can run this airport. They then build airport in Senegal, they then build airport in Niger, Niamey, then they operate the airport in there. They then build a lot of infrastructure, they go build airport in Chad, they go build airport back, they go control and take over the airport in Equatorial Guinea. So they get the wealth of experience in aviation. Mr. get the wealth of experience in aviation. Okay, like I will tell you, I'm a pilot. I didn't teach airport design before. I then build airport in other countries than before. So we look at the existing Lungi Airport. Now make when you say expansion, not the expansion. On the other side of the runway, the north side of the runway, and then they go build a new terminal. Okay, so there's study in place. And as we sign the contract and turn the sword, within 60 days, we will start construction.
All right, continue for the to inside the program Good Morning Salon. In name na Dr. John Tambi, and first na the chairman for the Presidential Initiative of Infrastructure na State House. We go to the studio and get this break.
Then say half education is dangerous. So, for just start with we and left we half, per we project na thing wey sef no good. One way how you go continue for support we for let we grow to we highest peak na for support we in all angle. Well, we don't create another channel where we call Sexy New Looks. This one we dey do here for woman. We dey show you how to make different African and European plates them as well as different other things them. Well, if you really sure say you na one fan of we yard, do ya? I want you go now inside your YouTube app and then you search for Sexy New Looks. Tap there and then it will take you to the page. When you reach the page, you press the red subscribe button. When you press am, you come over to the bell and press the one with all. As you do that, it done. That don't really show say you the support we had for let we grow to the highest peak. Thank you for where you don't help we for make we channel them grow.
Don't stop.
Well, still inside the studio, got the chairman for the Presidential Infrastructure Initiative, now the Office of the President, Dr. John Tambi. Well, Doc, today you there for talk to you about the Lungi International Airport Terminal Project, and we go launch tomorrow. So start for tell people, because you be know like give you an insight about waiting good day at the terminal. You say also when you start that an airport good day and also a terminal. So waiting at the sense and I want at the launch terminal, but also the idea now for another airport.
Okay, before I answer that question there, make I just explain to all man. The airport is the gateway of the country. The airport is the domot of the country. If the country na us, the airport is the domot. If the domot not good, it will tell you that country is not better. So it's very important for like we get airport. We go show to the world say we're not serious people. We go show to the world say we're then ready for change. We go show to the world say salon them better. So now let's make we not move the airport, go on the other side. Because we get Bakuland and Lungi for do what we do. Which make we now call a new airport project because we already get airport. For example, if you go Togo, Alome, they build new airport at the same side as the airport day. If you go Ghana, they build new airport terminal at the same side with the airport day. If you go Nigeria, Abuja and Lagos, the same thing. They don't move go other side. They build a new terminal at the same side with the airport day. So that make we call this a new airport terminal. But make I explain what you get for the inside there. We're going to make chassis. Chassis we then get new airport. Forget about the old airport Lungi. We get new airport. We build a new airport terminal for passenger them. When you see that terminal there, yourself go sleep foil. Yourself you have to go cold. Because no other side that can design there. For 1 million passenger them. That the same design, we get that back for another small terminal for presidential and VIP. Then we get a new air traffic control center. They already talk to the airplane working in the air. We control the aircraft then for can land. When you get a new center, we see no more, you need to then the salon. Okay. Then we get for put a new fire and rescue service, firefighter and fire brigade at the airport with build a new facility. Then the runway we start deploying, then can take off and land. Now Lungi, they can put all that tower on top of them, we seal them, and make sure say it's strong. It go from 1967 when they build them. I do not think they never seal them more than 2 times.
Doc, the
I
investment.
don't know it, I just don't. We got more to come. Then when they build a new taxiway, we go parallel to the existing runway. We go make sure say all kind big aircraft at the wall, airplane at the country, at the wall, be able to land along here, except with very few. So we then put all engine in there at the other side of the airport. You then get a new airport. At the same time, we think good plan this plan here. The existing terminal will not touch them. You see? So the airport will function throughout the construction period.
From your explanation, Doc, the investment on the Lungi Airport seem they increase because this new terminal we just they talk about the cost $270 million. Then the Lungi Bridge in the cost about $2.1 billion. Then also again, where you think about the cost of the Mamama project, where His Excellency the President Julius Madabio in government council in supposed for bidon cost $320 million, which is far less. How you go for explain
No,
this?
in all fairness, the $270 million include all engineering enter so the passenger terminal, the VIP terminal, the air traffic control tower, the fire rescue service, the new parallel taxiway. We enforce the existing runway, then we put navigational aid. All that come to 270, and not to debt. My mama na debt. My mama na debt, and for take 4 years for bill. In the Mama Airport, that terminal no more get. And the space for Mama Airport is small part the space for the existing Lungi Airport. Okay?
How long this inget for take?
2 years. So by the end of 2022, by God power, we then get Salon, we then get new airport. Then make a talk about Mama Airport. I know you talk the politics, so I just want to tell you the technical and the financial aspect of it. Mama Airport, you said to me now 350. Now that we government get for pay. The Lungi terminal now 270 way less than the Mama Airport, 270 to 350. Not to that. And secondly, I then name all engineering day. Mama Airport now be 400 square meters. Where for a new airport, it not make sense. You know, we get a VIP lounge, the one small lounge we get. You see, they get a parking lot for motorcar them. You know, get parallel taxiway. So when you compare the two, it don't make sense.
Why instead of cancellation, renegotiation, not before don't be a better option.
No, me no want go into the politics of
No,
that.
yeah,
You know what
I
say?
understand. For making you're an engineer.
Okay, wait.
As an engineer,
You
waiting for don't be a
you
better option.
negotiate and start a new airport, but let me tell you the other side of Mama Airport from the technical side. 1947, okay, after the Second World War, Lungi and Waterloo, that are the two airports that we get, we British Air Force will use. 1947, the commercial airport will be get. We don't have the international airport. Now Waterloo Airport. What even they move from Waterloo go Lungi? Because Waterloo, the weather not be good. The place can be foggy, plane not able to land. They didn't move go Lungi. Lungi are the best site for the airport.
In all of this, you say not to debt, will cost nothing on the country. But if all anything there don't happen according to what you say so, you not think say price increase go day on the people that more forget access to them things here?
Hey boy, I'll tell you something. Anything good, you get for pay for the price, you get for pay for. If you want good thing, you get for pay. That's just the reality of the world. But what you have to try for say, Togo, Ghana, Nigeria, most of the other countries, they don't move go other side go build the airport. Because the infrastructure will go support the airport, not the airport no more. The thing. You get forget the whole city. You get forget school. You get forget house. You get forget hospital. House there for you work at them. You get forget hospital. You get forget all things with the city. So the airport, the whole city. So if you go, mama, forget about the airport no more. You get for bring all anything in there. You focus money. And then again, you already get the existing airport. You get existing facility, land, where big. Why you want for destroy the people in Lungi from their job, from their life, for moving them go to side, when they get for start all over again. This is not just some of the reasons, but I can go into technical side. Why I think say from a technical point of view, we are better off for staying in Lungi.
All right. If in case you just tune in, the program na Good Morning Salon, it come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We still get Dr. John Tambi na the studio, in the chairman for na the Office of Presidential Infrastructure Initiative. We they talk about infrastructure initiative them way they implement now the office of the president, and tomorrow His Excellency the President will launch the expansion of the Lungi International Airport. We continue with the program. Good morning, Salon. We still get Dr. Tambi between in the studio, as today na the program we dey talk about infrastructural projects them way in office they undertake, and tomorrow His Excellency the President will launch the expansion of the Lungi International Airport. Osai, according to then go build a new terminal at the airport. Doc, earlier I will ask you about the cost, because you say all them projects there, so not to loan the government of Salon they take now projects where they fund themselves. And I ask you if you know go be a burden on the people that will forget access to them projects there. Now, taking into consideration the economy of Salon, we all know say the economy they get challenges, and if them particular projects they are so una finish them and people and begin use them, it's obviously increase go day on, for example, price tickets and other tax system.
Yeah, that's not true, because if you get good thing, you should be ready for pay for a good thing. But that don't mean for say it goes so dear that you able for afford them. For example, if you want to make nice hairstyle, you go pay for them. Right? If you want the cheap one, you get the cheap one. What are you trying to say? This country here, we have to change your mind set, so that we say go begin think big, and begin forget good thing, then we go make we feel good about yourself. Because Salon people then get this tendency, this habit for cry down everything we come. For cry down other Salon people, then we get for change that. Let us begin to say, hey, you see Salon, see the Salon and bridge, you see Salon airport. Don't know go see no, you see airport na Ghana, airport na Togo.
Talking about affordability, it's different from where they cry down a different development project. The people who for pay for them projects there, so maybe go they look at the cost and how it get for affect them as people who for use them.
You know, them project here so also don't not forget say then they create jobs. Then they help the economy. So they want to begin for grumble now, because they can say they ground dry. But when the economy improve, them project here they create jobs. It could make the economy improve. It could make the people then begin able for afford solent here. So we don't see that as an issue. You talk about the bridge, say 2.1 billion. Make I correct you there. The bridge we then from the last year, we then look at, we then try for making in such a way that it would bill we not go to there. Then 1.1 billion.
Now renegotiation.
No, now redesign. It's the first time we look at one big thing. So we realize say, like I talk about affordability. So something we're not going to afford them, we're not able to attract people enough. So we design it in such a way that we can live with them.
So you say not only design.
Yes,
so
I
the
can
picture them will be they out there. We see a union and get the mindset.
Are the same.
Now government they can make a bridge.
That's the same. The picture is the same.
Change.
We didn't change the number of lanes. We put 6 lanes, then we put 2 other lanes there for train. Or find out say we put all lanes here and they go there. So do what we feel say okay, able for afford, okay, able for attract investors.
So now,
we get 4 lanes now.
And not forget the train again.
No, we put the train for now. Sometimes we then grow up and then big, and I will put the train later.
Apart from launching them projects there, so launching of the Lungi Bridge, and tomorrow the launching of the new terminal at the Lungi Airport, when are the actual commencement dates of them projects there, not so just for go launch?
Okay, let me tell you something. There is no place in the world we turn salt today, tomorrow you begin build. When you launch the project, it means the people who they build and go mobilize, they will get for getting people, they will get them equipment and the plant for come.
So as it is now, I not even get a date yet for start.
No, it start in January. You see, it start January. You see,
And
we launch it start January.
Doc, when you begin talk about the benefit where this project here go get to people in terms of employment facility, the thing where many Salon people can question are the fact that if you did na Salon in Senegal, for example, where this company build the airport. Now, two different sides. If you look at the economic infrastructure and the earning power, it far less to the ordinary man. We report being pulled say Salomon they live for less than $1 every day, the average man. So now based on that, you not think say Salomon they mostly can vent out frustration thinking of that now me pocket this money get for come out.
No, but it's like I say, all them projects are on the BOT, not to government money. But what you try to say again, them projects here they create jobs. For example, the airport could create 2,000 jobs. You see? When I say jobs, during the construction, not to say now just job with the airport and begin run. The other countries, they say within the same position what they today. And then infrastructure, they will then bring kind of them country. We create jobs, attract investors, enhance the economy. So we say for begin to do that. We're not going to just sit down, fold your hands, say, I don't get money, so nothing. If you get a job, you begin to go to school, you go eat well, you go begin to live a better life. At the end of the day, what will they try for do? What did the person, the matter of your government, new direction, government they try for do, that for the life better. What I say Salon will better, not for like just get fine, but what a money and the country better.
Doc, before they go take this jingle, the idea about this terminal, the bridge, the airport, we need them at this point on for let President Bio just get something where people are able for identify with.
Oh no. We need a law over then get into here long time before even President Bio become president. It just be say he understand that. And he say that he tend this for Dwam. Let me tell you something. If you not take risk, you're more risky than you not take them. So we're not going to say the wait, you not get for wait. All other countries, even Liberia next door, they get new airport terminal. Guinea get a new airport, basically a new airport. In the Amano River, Abidjan get good airport. Now we know more. We're not going to sit down with full hand. We get for move forward.
All right, continue for those inside the program.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for wey you don help we for share this program. Yeah! God bless you.
Well, the program they listen to now, Good Morning Salwa, they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Doc, before we go for that break day, because we look at people a message and we they don't send quickly. But before you go for that break day, we mentioned about this, not about politics, people for stay focused and let we country. At least we're able for put infrastructure together. But if you look all the picture and waiting on the come out, when you begin put a political party head like the president, we mainly people believe say they represent the SLPP and now the leader for the SLPP in picture inside a whole project. Not to one way down there for politicizer.
No, I don't think so. You know, you get for also respect the leader. It just before say 19 power. And then under in leadership, then take place. Now make when they can build a building and get a monument, they can get a plaque. The plaque can put the name of the person who will be there in charge at that time. So elect not to even build them, name can get the plaque. So we get for recognize and respect that leadership. But this is not about politics. It's not about development of this country. This country get for change. It's for change. But we're not going to no more. Every day we admire other countries. We see them better pass way. Who will be them better pass Boku other country long time ago. So why we can't come back? Let us change this country. Let us say, feel good about yourself. I said the airport now they get. If we get not fixed, the country not fixed. So let us first fix the airport. When person reach Lungi, say, wow, it's not serious people then.
Doc, you say them projects there go start by January next year. And you also make mention of job creation.
Yes.
Somebody go to wonder how many jobs people the way they na this particular side na Lungi inside this project get for comments stand for gain.
I will just say I say about the airport, it will create 2,000 jobs for now 2 years. The bridge will create 5,000 jobs every year.
Every year,
yes, for the bridge, yes. And the bridge will take 4 to 5 years. So you're looking at least 25,000, 20,000 jobs.
Doc, you be talk say we not as a country we not get for spend nothing. But if you look at this kind of project, when you look at tax exemption get for the
all the money come in and get tax exemption.
No,
nobody know the complaint.
Tax exemption means say no. Now we say we need as a country we need to spend nothing.
We not spend
and
nothing.
if tax exemption day, that means say we relax some of the laws then. We one thing we country depend on now the NRA revenue. So tax exemption, if we relax some, nothing say we all get this spend and don't give money.
No, you see the tax exemption you go balance them with the amount of passenger and the revenue you go create. What you are not be telling her, but this airport program will put a clause, some section of the agreement say, we will get X number of passenger them above what they be expect. They will give you 30% of their profit. We will not put money there. We will get 30% of that profit. So we will not just give everything away. But the fact is, tax exemption is part of the incentive for let people that can invest in the country. Dubai not get tax. I mean, all money go there. So we don't go say we begin tax people and drive there, come out. But who come in there will not pay tax. Nobody not complain.
You give me a date of January for the commencement date. That particular date, the way you say January, now for the terminal project or now both the Lungi Bridge and the airport terminal.
Oh, reach the Lungi Bridge, I will give you that. But like I said, the Lungi Bridge by God power will launch them before the end of this year. That's why I give you now the terminal, the physical, where you go see people and they go up and down, begin cut grass, begin putting them because they give us ship the equipment them for most of them there for every year. It will take at least 6 weeks. You see. So but the work will then begin. The design will then begin. So as you sign, so design will then begin. But the physical, because Salomon want to see crane, want to see everything at the site. For let it begin see that by January.
Let me look at changing the face of the Lungi International Airport and the country as a whole after the commencement of this project for the new terminal. Within exactly Sierra Leone as a country stand for benefit?
Well, first, it stand for benefit, so you get a proper safe airport and state-of-the-art and modern airport. We're not going to get for Soki where they go jump in a plane, because right now, like the basket, you go to the plane, you can see Soko. You go just come out of the plane, walk inside in the building, like any other airport in the world. Third, it will begin bring Boku passengers. That thing or something. Salon and get the shortest distance for go South America. We don't want to take advantage of that. During the Falklands War, where Britain be fed Argentina for that island, now Salon them they take off for go Argentina. So we get Boku advantage where we will not take opportunity of it. So what you mean try for say by getting a good airport, you go begin for exploit the opportunity and make this country a big hub for bring other people there for come visit.
Make Salon a hub for make other people and come for visit. Salon don't they get challenges about flights, especially international flight and like big flights them. You they see they come a neighboring country, they're very close to Salon, but they're not they reach here. After the completion of this new terminal, we want for assure Sierra Leone and then say, then go begin see big international flights and they land in Salon.
Okay, yes, we will answer one of the questions. The reason why make them big international flight not this station also, because of the lack of Lungi Bridge. If Lungi Bridge be there, they go there.
How the bridge
But
connects
the
to
bridge go make
left,
sure
right,
say
Snowcam?
you go there at the airport within 20, 30 minutes. But we then see the Yagba and the Wala we get for go through for reach Freetown. We will not get a good hotel in Lungi. So then they stop here. I make can go Liberia and then go Guinea because it's easy for go to the airport. So now in this program what you talk about, with the hope say we will build airport, new airport in Lungi.
Doc,
So
now
then
that studies there, we that research there, we see now for that reason there. Or not just observation.
No, not the research. It's just obvious. You know, I've been in this, attending at this industry for a long time. You see, the crew for be able for going at the airport within a certain time.
But even before now, Lungi Bridge not been there. But big flights and be done the cancel.
London, because the ferry them they work effectively, and maybe they fly in this country will be fly people them from Hastings to Lungi. You see, will be take it about 8 minutes or less than that. See, so it'll be easy for go Lungi.
All right,
But now, no, easy.
Thank you very much, Dr. John Tambi, for you joining in at the studios this morning. Can talk about the expansion of the Lungi International Airport and see if you will throw more light on the commencement of the Lungi Bridge.